Still hunting is one of my favorite hunting methods. You can even ask my wife. Can't tell you the number of times that I've been out hunting and she calls. What are you doing? I said, I'm out hunting. And she says, still? I said, yeah, matter of fact, I am still hunting. Latter half of October, I had a hard decision to make as to what I was going to do. There's a Waterhole with a trail cam that showed a nice 4-point mule deer. And with the dry fall, I thought it might be worthwhile going sitting by Waterhole this morning. Option 2 was to do some still hunting out here, where we actually arrowed 2 deer one afternoon several years ago.
I just took down my first deer with my bow and arrow. Whew, good shot, clean kill, good track. So cool.
Tyler also shot a mule doe, but we weren't able to find it the next day before the predators did.
Jeez.
But that was a cold and wet day, and it seemed to be conducive to good bow hunting. So I'm back out here in the pasture. I'm going to do a little walk and see what happens. Now, I don't have anything against tree stands or ground blinds, but give me 100 acres and a good pair of boots, and I am in my glory. From the forest floor to the trees above, there is no shortage of fascinating things to be found while you seek out your primary target. Like this discarded mule buck skull. I wonder what story it could tell. The changes that come with the shoulder seasons just blow me away sometimes. Still hunting is one of my favorite hunting methods. You're not up in a tree stand. You're on the ground, but you're not in a blind. Walking through the woods, following trails, looking for signs, looking for animals, trying to outsmart them. But the thing is, if all you do is walk through the woods, the only luck you're gonna have is in seeing them jump up and run away. The key is in being still. You have to stop regularly, listen, look, and try and find what part of the bush they're hanging out in. I don't know, if I was a deer, this right here would be my living room. This is beautiful back. With only 2 days left in bow season, I decided to change tactics slightly and took up residence in this brush pile beside this water hole where the local deer population were frequenting. Well, I'm back in the brush pile again tonight, giving her one last go for a mule deer. I'm situated in a spot where we've got a couple mule bucks coming in on camera, fairly sporadically though, but I'm hoping they come in for one last drink. And I'm hoping to prove that my wife is right. She always says, I don't know why you hunt on the first day, you always shoot your deer on the last day. Well, today is the last day of bow season. After today, I gotta burn my mule tag. So if I can't prove her right tonight, I guess I go out tomorrow with a rifle and prove her wrong with a whitetail or a cow elk. But let's focus on tonight first. Well, I guess I have to hang my mule tag on the Christmas tree of shame this year, but I'm not too bummed out. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I have a couple good consolations. Tonight I can eat all the leftover Halloween candy that the kids didn't take, and can go home and watch the Blue Jays win the World Series. Dude, you know you just alienated all of your American followers. LA, LA, LA. Well, it warmed up a little bit overnight. I think I overdressed actually. See, there's a water hole beside me again. There's no ice on it this morning. So now we wait. So while I'm doing that, let's tell you the story about the last time I sat in a blind on this spot. The year was 2020. You guys remember 2020? The hospitality department had to change things up a bit due to COVID. We're kind of making it work. The government shut the province down yesterday, so we are happy that we get to do this at all. We just heard Bryce pump 2 rounds into something. Sweet. We dropped him off on the top of the hill there. We've seen lots of good deer on camera. It's a first day of Hunt Fest, so he should still have been pretty fussy.
Yep. Found him. He's down. A really nice deer.
Where'd he come out at? Yeah.
I got a first glimpse of him. I'm like, holy crap, I'm barely ready. I had the lens caps open on my scope, so the snow was falling on my scope. And I'm like, oh, jeez, Christ, this really sucks. If I was to look at a deer right now, I wouldn't be able to see one. So I was cussing and swearing at my scope and trying to clean the fog off. And I look up and I'm like, oh, crap. Cleaning, blowing the snow off my scope. I'm like, okay, I can see it. And I see an antler sticking out of the bush, and I'm like, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt the action, but we've got some action here. Laid eyes on our first critter. A humongous porcupine. And he's heading straight for us. Must be thirsty. Stand by. Update in 15 minutes.
Yeah, even still, just a tiny little bit of blood. Down he went. Nice big body deer.
Yeah, he's a nice one. Nice one.
For sure. Man, that was cool.
Well, Mr. Porcupine got about halfway across, turned around, went back to the bush. I don't think he caught my wind. He might have seen the blind, but maybe he just looked across the vast expanse to get to the water hole. Just didn't see the point. Going for a walk. Tyler's got a whitetail tag. I have a whitetail tag and a cow elk tag. Let's get it on. Yeah. So Tyler and I just left the truck, split up, and then I hear this elk bugle in the direction that Tyler's going. It didn't sound very authentic. But if there's elk over there, Tyler will let me know. I'm going over to the pinnacles to see if I can see anything. They're there. A whole bunch of them. I gotta get a shot here. Which way are they gonna go? Good. I just wish I'd have brought my shooting sticks. There's one. Gotta get up to this ridge. With any luck, there'll be a cow standing up there. They're right over here. Just gonna set this up. Holy crap. Just like that. So I come hiking her up this trail here, and a very well-placed ridge right in front of me, and they were right on the other side of it. All I had time to do was throw my my lamb coo flexible tripod in the little silver willow there and sneak up over the ridge. So that's about as good as the videography gets when you're self-hunting elk. Self-hunting elk. Self-filming elk. Hunting. She was standing right on top of that ridge right there. I think she just went that way. Well, let's go see if we can rustle up some cow elk meat. She was quartering away real hard, and I know it's got an abdominal entry, but it should go right into the engine room. She should be dead over top of this ridge. Look at all the tracks here, holy crap. Holy, that sun didn't come up very high. And my season for elk is over. Some years, you're lucky to lay eyes on elk, bull or cow. And kind of the rule is, you see one on legal land, and you got a tag, you start shooting, because you might not see another one. But this year, I know there's been lots of elk, growing herd population in the area, but this is ridiculous. 15 minutes into an elk hunt? Huh. She's spraying pretty good. Just got a text from Fozzie. Apparently he's in the area today, so that might be really good timing, actually. Young whippersnapper to help me drag an elk out of this pasture. Gotta find her first, though. So she's gone about 150 yards. Steady blood. Sounds like some labored breathing coming from the bush ahead of me here. She's down. Walking up on an animal is a special moment. Yes, the Lord gave us dominion over the animal kingdom, but this is something that should be done with respect and humility. Because God, He's always watching and He's always listening. Thank you, girl. And thank you for the fresh snow.
Sure thing.
Wasn't talking to you, Siri. Well, we're down to the last of our moose. We had a nice backstrap last night for supper. And when you can see the bottom of the freezer, kind of puts the pressure on a little bit to fill it back up again. And I had a cow elk tag this year, and this is what we were hoping for. So that plan come together unbelievably, like shortest elk hunt in history. Almost. Bryce had a pretty quick one there a few years ago too, but this is pretty cool. This is only the second elk I've ever shot. You know, whether you're putting the crosshairs on a great big 6x6 or a nice healthy cow like this, I mean, it's all so much fun and enjoyment to be outside. It's about -5 this morning, so as far as hunting seasons go in this part of the world, that's pretty decent temperature. I'm out here with my son today. I don't get to hunt with him very often anymore. He's out trying to find a whitetail on the other side of the pasture. It's foot access only, but they do allow vehicles for retrieval. So now I gotta find a trail that's hopefully not too far away and see if I can entice some buddies in the neighborhood to come help. Never thought I'd be so happy to see your two ugly mugs crossing the ridge.
I should have brought someone with longer legs. You don't keep up that well.
He's got upper body strength. That's all I need. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good timing, boys.
Fun begins.
We got the truck in about 75 yards, and then we got to go another couple hundred that way.
So you're telling me I needed shoes with traction?
As a hunter whose desire is driven by big things, more often than not, it is the little things that grab my attention and gain my appreciation. Like that next addition to the antler garden. Remnants of seasons past. A fallen log perfectly placed so I can rest my weary legs that aren't getting any younger. And all the close critter encounters. For as long as the good Lord allows, and as long as I have friends and family to share the experience, you will find me out here, still walking, still searching, and still hunting.